It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tip-off coming up shortly from Smoothie King Center as the New Orleans Pelicans will be going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together.
Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Houston Rockets. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Now Sacramento starting 5. To the wing right side. Brown against Evans. Shot clock at 6. It's Brown with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got his team on the board to start the game for the Kings. Brown again. And that one's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Morgan the pass to Brown. Releases from the wing and drills it. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
There's the pass to Champ. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Champ's got his first points in this one. On defense, New Orleans.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Wide open look, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Brown's gone 4 for 4 shooting.
Defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. They grab their own miss. Evans with the steal. Shoots from 12. Here's Davis. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. And that one's good. Schroeder.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
That doesn't go either for Davis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Morgan, he's guarded by Davis. Morgan the pass to Cauley-Stein. Clock at 6. The 3. Gasol with the rebound.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
That's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Brown. He's got 8. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the Kings making a change here. And so he makes both from the line.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Pearson, guarded by Jackson. It's tipped. To the wing on the left. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Pelicans trail. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Some last season stats for him. 2nd in steals, 4th in blocks. And he was top 5 in field goal percentage. Never settling, always working to get a good look.
And, you know, looking back at his number 2 steals rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, but he also played some hard-nosed, on-the-ball defense, and that was the key.
And that one falls for Stevenson. And the Kings making a change here. Hunter's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Nobody near Stevenson. And the Pelicans miss again. And for Sacramento, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. He's guarded by Chandler. Fade away, and that one's good.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's stolen. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, Lynn. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Chandler's got himself on the board with 3 there. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. This is the first meeting between these 2 teams this year, but he knows the drill defensively. Keep them out of the lane. He said they're tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet and do our best to deny that penetration. Kevin, easier said than done.
Thank you, Doris. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Now, here's Stevenson. Pearson passes to Davis. And now Sacramento on the break. Pope's shot is good. Slim's got his first basket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Pelicans trail by 4. Stevenson passes to Pearson. Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot's good. And now a 7-point Kings lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Pearson passes to Davis. They need this. That doesn't go either for Davis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Kings lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Check it out.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Brown. Hunter is out there with Cauley Stein, and it's Morgan in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Kings leading now by 5. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Gasol with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. It's hauled in by Brown.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
That one goes. Count it. And the Kings lead by 7.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Morgan again, Sacramento.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Brown with it. 8 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Shooter kicks to Gasol. And Cauley Stein over to help. Evans with it. Picked up by Brown. Dishes it to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. From outside off the mark. Kings leading now by 8. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Puts it up from 12. Here's Champ. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Champ's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your team?
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
All right, New Orleans, your
For Sacramento, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Sacramento again missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Knocked away. 4-on-3 break. Here's Brown. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
This has been a good night for Brown. He's got 8 points and 1 steal as well.
The Kings have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. The Pelicans making a switch here. Davis is checked in, and Brown drops them both.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Davis. Can't get it to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. 8 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Schroeder. Pass to Pope. Up top, Brown. Covered by Evans. Just 4 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Kings getting the bucket. Schroeder, good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Schroeder's got 8 points.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though. They're going to have to shore up.
And it's the Kings with the ball. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Gasol goes in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's his first trip to the line.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And the first one drops. Hunter's checked in for Sacramento. That one misses.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Davis sends it back. Kicks to Stevenson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right wing. Outside Jackson. The kick out to Brown. That one a little long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stevenson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Outside, Lynn. A wide open look for Gasol. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Gasol's got 5.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cauley-Stein. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. Pelicans trail by 7. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Into the line. Number 33.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Pope. Fires from the wing. But they get it back. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Kings on top. They lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game is...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, we'll start with you. How do you think they played?
They had a focus to working inside, and it's working, Ernie. They've done a great job of recognizing mismatches, a.k.a. barbecue chicken down low, taking advantage. He can't guard that man down there, Ernie. The entry passes have been sharp, and it's led to a lot of points. When you control the...
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the two.
Now the third quarter about to get going. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Champ out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Kings leading now by 7. Here's Morgan. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Soft touch off the glass. Davis has got the first field goal of the second half for the Pelicans. And for Sacramento, their shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Out to the wing. Passes it to Morgan. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. New Orleans moving the ball around. Gasol can't get that one to fall. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Brown, good.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
He's guarded by Davis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Paul Gasol.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Kings have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. Let them hear it.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The feed to Davis. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Now here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. And again, no good by New Orleans. Evans with the rebound.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Champ the pass to Evans. 17-foot shot on the way. Sacramento leading by 8. It's Brown with the drive. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Brown's got 15.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's Schroeder. Right side Gasol. All sorts of time. That's good. Gasol's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Pau Gasol. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Morgan, he's guarded by Schroeder. From the low block, jump shot is good. He's got 12.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
From outside the arc, yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Here's Morgan. Lets it go from 14. Kept alive by Sacramento. He's guarded by Davis. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pelicans trail by 7. And it's Evans in the corner. Here's Champ. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Champ. He's got 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Sacramento leading by 5. Jackson drives in. It's blocked. Feeds it to Chandler. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's stolen by Davis. Here's a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Finished off the break. 14 points for Champ. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Hunter hits the 3-point bomb.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pearson, guarded by Jackson. A stupendous finish in traffic.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Here's Pearson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Cauley Stein grabs the board.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Here's Pope. Shot clock at 6. The fader. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Got a piece of it.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
And he gets it to go.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Pearson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 6 points for him. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Let's hear it for your Pelicans!
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So it's Sacramento now. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Here's Morgan. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Outside, Lynn. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Jeremy.
That one is off.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Pope the pass to Morgan. They set the pick. Off the pick. Bullseye.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded.
That's his second personal foul.
Outside, Lynn. And here's Schroeder. 4 on the clock. And it's good from the elbow. Schroeder's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Morgan. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now a timeout called by New Orleans. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
And that one's good.
Big-time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
New Orleans in the lead. There's the dish to Lynn. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Defended by Gasol. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's Lynn. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Morgan, and again it's Sacramento converting.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Schroeder kicks to Lynn. It's blocked.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Schroeder pass is still in. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Brown wide open. He fires. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Schroeder. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Evans outside to halt the run. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Kings leading now by 4. All alone. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here's Davis. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That's good.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Over in the corner, Brown. Now the pass to Morgan. They set the pick. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Morgan. He's guarded by Schroeder. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 19.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Champs checked in for New Orleans. .152 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they'll keep possession. Knocked away. Morgan the pass to Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Schroeder. A solo fast break. Here's Champ. Finished off the break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Shot from 12. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Kings lead by 7. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 7. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. And Brown over to help. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Morgan the pass to Cauley-Stein.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. It's stolen by Davis. This is to Schroeder to the inside.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Sacramento now. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Morgan the pass to Cauley-Stein. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Watch out. Anthony Davis has caught fire.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Here's Schroeder, and it's blocked by Brown, and they get it back. So the Kings win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan play. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have